Namaskaram. Welcome to the Mana TV Telangana. In the previous episodes, we had a discussion on logarithms and we have solved some problems. So now today we are going to discuss about another chapter, that is problems on surds. So regarding to the surds, problems on surds, the basically first, so let us go through the some basic concepts of the surds. After that, so we shall do the more practice problems on surds. So first, so let us have a brief discussion on the introduction about the surds at secondary level, or it may be even intermediate +2 level. Okay, now what is the surd? First, let us have the concept of the surd. So shall we discuss the now concept of a surd? Yes. So what is the surd? Suppose A is a positive rational number, N is a natural number, nth root A is not a rational number, that means does not belongs to the rational number. Then this nth root A is called a surd of order n, or it may be called as nth order surd, nth order surd. Okay. So let me revise once again. A is a positive rational number, n is a natural number, nth root A is not a rational number, then nth root A is called a surd of order n, or it may be called as a nth order surd. So now we shall have, suppose if you put n is equal to 2, what do you get? Let us see. If you replace n is equal to 2, that is nothing but root A, we can write it. So this root A is called quadratic surd, okay, quadratic surd. Suppose some examples let us examine. So that is root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7 and so on. They are the examples for the quadratic surds. Let us take n is equal to 3. Let us see what we get it. N is equal to 3, that is we can write cubed root A. So this cubed root A is known as cubic surd. So let us have the examples for cubic surds. Cubed root of 2, cubed root of 7, something cubed root of 16 and so on. They are called cubic surds. So in the similar manner, suppose if we take n is equal to 4, let us see what do we get. If you take n is equal to 4, this is 4th root A. This 4th root A is called biquadratic surd, surd. Okay. Examples: 4th root 2, 4th root 5, 4th root 6 and so on. So now nth root a, for example, is a surd. This nth root a is equivalent to a to the power of 1 by n. Okay. So now let us discuss some more types of the surds. These surds we can discuss as mixed surd. What is the mixed surd? Mixed surd. Mixed surd means, suppose a is a rational number or this nth root b is a surd, then a multiplied by nth root b is called example for the mixed surd. So now let us examine some more types of the surds. So now like surds. What do you mean by like surds? So it can be discussed by considering some examples. So let us examine some examples. By that easily find out what do you mean by the like surds. So now let us consider 5 root 2, 7 root 2, even you can take negative also, no problem, minus 9 root 2. Let us consider these examples. Now ratio of these two let us find out. So that means 7 root 2 by 5 root 2. Root 2 gets cancelled. What do you get? 7 by 5. This 7 by 5 is in the form of p by q. Am I correct? So this is a rational number. Since, so that means quotient of these two is a rational number, then these surds are called like surds. These are example for like surds. Shall we give any more examples for the like surds? Why not? We shall give some more examples for the like surds also. That means 5 into cubed root 2, 7 into cubed root 5, some minus 9 into cubed root 7, 2 cubed root 2, so on. These are also the like surds. Now unlike surds. Unlike surds. What do you mean by the unlike surds? It's very simple. If the ratio between the two surds is not a rational number, then the two surds are said to be, that is, unlike or dissimilar surds. Like, similar. Unlike, dissimilar. So that means, suppose if you consider 5 root 2 and 5 root 3, let us examine. So if 5 root 3 divided by 5 root 2, 5 gets cancelled, we get root of 3 by 2. So root of 3 by 2 cannot be a rational number. So this does not belongs to a rational number. So this 5 root 2 and 5 root 3 are not like surds. So they are dissimilar surds or unlike surds. Now binomial surds. Binomial surds. So the sum of the two or more two surds is called a binomial, or sum or difference. So that means they will be in the form of root a plus root b or root a minus root b, where root a comma root b does not belongs to q. Okay. Now suppose let us consider two surds which are in the form of a plus root b comma a minus root b, where root b does not belongs to Q. That means root b is a surd. First, let us add these two. What do we get? See, a plus root b is added with a minus root b. Okay, what shall we get? Let us see. Here root b minus root b gets cancelled. We get 2a. Here 2a is a rational number. This is a rational number. Rational number. So now what do you infer or what do you observe? We observe that sum of a plus root b and a minus root b is a rational number. Sum of a plus root b and a minus root b is a rational number. So let us examine the product of these two also. So a plus root b multiplied with a minus root b. You might have got an idea how to multiply these two. So this can be multiplied using one of the important algebraic identities, that is, x plus y multiplied with x minus y. This equals to x square minus y square. Am I correct? Here x stands for a, y stands for root b. So this can be written a square minus root b square. So now we get a square minus b. Observe, here a square is a rational number, b is a rational number. Difference of rational number is also a rational number. They follow the closure property under subtraction. So now here what do you observe? The sum of a plus root b and a minus root b and the product of a plus root b and a minus root b are rational numbers. So that means hereafter these two are called conjugate surds. Conjugate surds. This is very, very important. Conjugate surds. So what do you mean by conjugate surds? If the sum of two surds is a rational number and product of two surds is also a rational number, then they said to be conjugate surds. Okay. Now let us examine some examples. Okay. You might have understood what you meant by the conjugate surds. So now we shall discuss some examples on the conjugate surds. So conjugate of 2 plus root 3. Okay. Here the conjugate of 2 plus root 3 is very simple. Change the sign, 2 minus root 3. So what is the conjugate of 5 plus 2 root 6? Okay, do you expect it? What is the answer? Yes, you are correct. That is 5 minus 2 root 6 only. Yes, the conjugate of 5 plus 2 root 6 is 5 minus 2 root 6. Okay, so far we have discussed the basic concepts of the surds. Now shall we move to the some problems on surds? Okay, are you ready? Okay. Now write the conjugate to 9 plus 5 root 7. Okay. What is the conjugate surd for 9 plus 5 root 7? In the examination options may be given, they won't change any options. The one of the option may be, that is 9 minus 5 root 7 only. So that's why the answer is quite, it is obvious that that is 9 minus 5 root 7. But in general, basically, in most of the competitive entrance examinations, you may be asked to find out the square roots, cube roots, fourth roots, sometimes even sixth roots of the binomial surds. So let us have a discussion how to find out, first of all, square root of a binomial surd. The binomial surd means a plus root, that is root a plus root b only, but now let us confine to a plus root b itself only. So how to find out square root of a binomial surd which is in the form of a plus root b? Okay, let us have a discussion on how to find out square root of a surd which is in the form of a plus root b. Okay. Now, so if you want to find out square root of a plus root b, so now let us consider, first of all, before going to discussion on this one, let us consider one simple example. X square is equal to 4. What is x here? Yes, x is equal to root over 4, that is plus or minus, you get plus or minus 2. Or if x square is equal to 4, you can write here x is equal to root 4. So now I give one statement, x square is equal to 9, a mathematical statement. It is called mathematical statement. Generally in logic we study converse of the statement also. Suppose x square is equal to 9, what is the converse of this statement? So or simply we can write like this, 3 square is equal to 9, you write down. So you leave this one for a while. If 3 square is equal to 9 is the statement, a mathematical statement P I have given, what is the converse of this statement? Think for a while. Yes, the converse of statement is root 9 is equal to 3. We should write like this. So now here let us consider, or let us find out square of root x plus root y whole square. Root x plus root y whole square. See, let us see how to find out square of this value, root x plus root y whole square. Using a plus b whole square identity, this can be written root x whole square plus root y whole square plus 2 root of into root x into root y. So this is x, say this is y, plus this is, you can say, root of xy. See, it is very clear. Root x is a surd, root y is a surd. So x is rational number, y is a rational number, x plus y is also a rational number. X is a rational number, y is a rational number, xy is also a rational number. So let it be replaced by a, let it be replaced by root b. Now it can be put in the form of a plus root b. Now let us have one question. 3 square is equal to 9. 3 square is equal to 9. What is its converse? Root 9 is equal to 3. Now let us come to here. Let us come to this part. root x plus root y whole square is equal to, that is put in the form of a plus root b. Now, are you able to write its converse? Yes, we can write it. The converse of this one is square root of a plus root b equal to root x plus root y. But one condition we must remember here, x must be greater than y. X must be greater than y. Understood now? So, now hereafter the square root of a plus root b will be in the form of root x plus root y, where x greater than y. In the similar manner, if you want to find out the square root of a minus root b, let us do it. Okay. Square root of a minus root b. See, since square root of a plus root b is equal to root x plus root y, now square root of a minus root b. What do you observe? The square root of a minus root b is the conjugate of square root of a plus root b. So, what will be its value? Conjugate of this one, that is root x minus root y, where x greater than y. Okay, now let us do some examples on this one. One example, square root of 5 plus 2 root 6, how much? So, let us find out this one. See, this is very lengthy method is there actually. So, the square root of 5 plus 2 root 6 is equal to, we have to write root x plus root y, squaring on both sides. So, we get 5 plus 2 root 6 is equal to x plus y plus 2 root xy. Comparing rational and irrational terms on both sides, we get x plus y is equal to 5 and 2 root xy is equal to 2 root 6. So, that we get x plus y is equal to 5 and xy is equal to 6. That means sum of the two numbers is equal to 5 and product of the two numbers is equal to 6. Do you expect the values? Yes, 3 plus 2, 3 into 2. So, x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. By observation we can say the answer, that is root x plus root y, that is root 3 plus root 2. But moreover, this problem can be done in easy manner also, that I will explain here. So, now here solution, this 5 can be written 3 plus 2 plus 2 root of 3 into 2. Okay. This equals to, we can write root 3 plus root 2 whole square. So, this equal to root 3 plus root 2. Now, if you want to find out square root of 5 minus 2 root 6. So, what is the square root of 5 minus 2 root 6? Conjugate of root 3 plus root 2, that is root 3 minus root 2. So, based on this one actually, so many problems can be maybe given in the examination. Sum of like this, the question may be like this, square root of 5 plus 2 root 6 plus square root of 5 minus 2 root 6. You may be asked this question also. So, how can you solve this question? Already we dealt with square root of 5 plus 2 root 6. So, that is equal to root 3 plus root 2, okay, plus this will be, see here square root of 5 plus 2 root 6 is equal to root 3 plus root 2, that only I have written here. So, if you want to write directly also, we can write here 6 3 into 2, here 5 3 plus 2, so root 3 plus root 2. Here in the similar manner, here conjugate of this one you have to write, that is root 3 minus root 2 plus root 2 minus root 2 gets cancelled, we get 2 root 3. Followed? Okay. Now, how to find out square root of 6 plus root 35? 6 plus root 35. So, let us find out this one. So, 35 is 7 into 5, 6. So, we cannot write it unless some mathematical manipulations has to be done. So, let us do some mathematical manipulation. So, without changing identity of the problem, we can do some mathematical operations. So, now multiply 6 plus root 35 with 2 and divide by 2. Let us see what do we get it. So, now let us come to the solution part. So, multiply 6 plus root 35 with 2 and divide by 2 right on. Now, what do we get? Root of 12 plus 2 root 35 by 2. Okay. So, here, so let us discuss theory of indices. In theory of indices in 8th class, you might have come across this formula. A to the power of m by b to the power of m is equal to a by b whole to the power of m, or this mth root a by mth root b equals to mth root of a by b. So, these results we have to keep in mind. So, that means theory of indices plays major role. So, that is why this can be written now square root of 12 plus 2 root 35 by root 2. Now, numerator by denominator. Just observe the numerator, that is root of 12 plus 2 root 35. What are the factors of 35? 35 factors are 7 into 5. What is 7 plus 5? That is 12. That means this 12 is 7 plus 5 plus 2 root of 7 into 5. So, here this is x, this is y. This is in the form of, already we have discussed, that is in the form of root x plus root y. X must be greater than y. So, we have to consider x as 7, y as 5. So, now this can be written root 7 plus root 5 by root 2. Still further we can do this problem. Root 7 by root 2, that is root of 7 by 2 plus root of 5 by 2. Okay, understood now. So, now in the similar manner, let us do one more problem on square roots. Square root of 4 minus root 15. Okay, let us find out square root of 4 minus root 15. Here in the similar manner as in the previous case, some mathematical operations has to be performed here. Under square root itself only, multiply with 2, divide by 2, so that this problem can be solved very easily. Now, this can be written 4 minus root 15 multiplied by 2 and divided by 2 right on. Now this is equal to square root of 8 minus 2 root 15 by 2. Okay, let me revise the formulae from theory of indices. So that is mth root of A by mth root of B equals to mth root of A by B. Understood? So this can be written as root of 8 minus 2 root 15 by root 2. Okay. Let us concentrate on numerator. Here numerator is square root of 8 minus 2 root 15. So let us find out factors of 15. What are the factors of 15? 5 into 3. Let us add these two factors, 5 plus 3. Yes, we get 8. Now we shall consider this one as x, this one as y. As we have here minus, this will be root x minus root y. So root 5 minus root 3 by root 2. Okay, need I explain or directly I can write? Okay, directly we can write also. Root 5 by root 2 minus root 3 by root 2. So our answer is root of 5 by 2 minus root of 3 by 2. So in this way we can find out square roots of the surds which are in the form of a plus root b or a minus root b. Shall we discuss cube roots? Okay. So let us have a discussion on how to find out cube roots of the surds of the form a plus r minus root b. So okay, before going to this, so in order to find out the cube roots, so we shall have acquire one of the algebraic identities, that is a plus b whole cube and a minus b whole cube. So that formula we have to keep in mind so that this problem easily we can do it. Okay, let us try. Suppose x plus root y, you take it. Just find the cube of this one. So we have the formula a plus b whole cube. What is a plus b whole cube? Okay, let me repeat once again. A plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab multiplied by a plus b, or this may be written as like this also, or a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. For our convenience, we have to choose the formula. So that depends upon the context of the problem. Okay, now in this case it had better to take the first one. Okay, now this can be written x cube plus root y whole cube, correct, plus 3x root y, 3x root y into x plus root y. Let us simplify it. Okay, x cube. What is the value of root y whole cube? Root y into root y, y, root y. What is the value of root y whole cube? Root y into root y, y, that is y root y. Okay, y root y. Now 3x root y into x, that is 3x square root y. Now plus 3x root y into root y, that is 3x y. Now here how many terms are there? 4 terms. In 4 terms x cube, and whereas 3xy are rational terms. So now whereas these 2 terms are irrational terms, let us separate them. Okay, let us separate rational terms and irrational terms. Okay, x cube plus 3xy plus, okay, this root y shall we take out common? Yes, y plus 3x square of root y. If you just carefully observe it, this is a, say this is a surd root b. Now again this x plus root y whole cube is a plus root b form. That means cube of x plus root y is always, again we are getting a binomial surd of the form a plus root b. Similarly, do you expect what is the value of x minus root y whole cube? Yes, we can expect it. X minus root y whole cube is nothing but a minus root b, which is the conjugate to a plus root b. So that means similarly, or similarly, x minus root y whole cube equals to a minus root b. Now let us have one question in our mind. What is the converse of these statements? Could you write it? Okay, let us write, let us try. The conjugate, sorry, the converse of the statements, cubed root of a plus root b is x plus root y. Now cubed root of a minus root b, the question mark. The cubed root of a minus root b is equal to x minus root y. Okay. Now we have discussed here the cube roots of a plus root b and a minus root b. So this can be written like this: cube root of a plus r minus root b is equal to x plus r minus root y. Okay, now let us solve some problems on cube roots. Cube roots are very, very important. So my dear friends, you remember, generally in competitive entrance examinations for teacher, actually competitive entrance examinations, PGT or TGT, definitely there may be a chance of getting the problems on cube roots also, square roots, even fourth roots. So that means, so let us concentrate more on finding the cube roots. First, let us do one of the problems on cube roots. So find the cube root of, or let us find out the cube root of, the question may be like this: the cube root of 7 plus 5 root 2 is, the question will be given like this in the examination. Okay, I repeat once again the question. The cube root of 7 plus 5 root 2 is, how to find out this one? See, I will discuss on this one, because we know this is in the form of x plus root y. The cube root of 7 plus 5 root 2 is cube root of a plus root b, which is equal to x plus root y. But how to find out x and y values? That means we have to do the cube on both sides, cubing on both sides. We have to compare rational and irrational terms. So we get a cubic equation. You know how to find out the roots of a cubic equation? So you might have studied in theory of equations. That is one of the methods we have, Cardan's method, but that leads very lengthy method. But being a competitive entrance examination, at this time actually we don't have enough time to crack the problem within the stipulated time. So that's why, my dear friends, my humble request is that better I try to explain the shortcut and more examples I try to cover. So better to practice this method, or if you have any more shortcut, that also you can practice. So using in different material like Telugu Academy or some other books, textbooks you may follow. Okay, now how to find out this cube root of 7 plus 5 root 2 using shortcut method. So here first let us say like this only, cube root of 7 plus 5 root 2 is equal to x plus root y. So now cubing on both sides, we get 7 plus 5 root 2, this is whole to the power of 1 by 3 whole cube, this is x plus root y whole cube. This problem I discuss very clearly, after that I go directly to the problem itself only. Okay. So now this 3 gets cancelled, 7 plus 5 root 2 is equal to, already so in the earlier here we have discussed x plus root y whole cube. What is x plus root y whole cube? See here, x cube plus 3xy plus y plus 3x square root y. So I am writing directly. Shall I write it? See, once again I will show you for your clarity. Just concentrate here. So now this can be written x cube plus 3xy plus y plus 3x square of root y. Now this is left hand side, this is right hand side. If you observe, both sides, this is rational part, this is irrational part, this is rational part, irrational part. So when you compare two surds which are in the form of a plus root b and some c plus root d, so you write down here a plus root b, c plus root d. Now a is equal to c and b is equal to d. So that means rational part is equated to rational part and irrational part is equated to irrational part. But regarding to this problem, better you concentrate on only rational part. That means only rational part means this one only. Always you remember, in order to find out x and y, just concentrate on x cube plus 3xy only. This x cube plus 3xy is equal to 7. So x cube plus 3xy is equal to 7. So that means in the examination better you do one thing, you avoid all these steps, simply you remember in cube roots x cube plus 3xy, that is rational part. And also given problem, just you check it, what is the rational part? 7. So x cube plus 3xy is equated to 7. So now from this we have to find out x and y values. So that I will explain, that is nothing but the shortcut for us. First, this problem should be done using trial and error method only. First put x is equal to 1. Now what do you get? 1 cube 1 plus 3y equals to 7. Need I explain? This is 3 into 1 3, 3y. Now it is a simple linear equation in y. 3y is equal to 6, y is equal to 6 by 3, that is 2. Now stop. Here if you put x is equal to 1, that means by putting x is equal to 1, if you get y value directly as integer, stop. That will be our answer. So our purpose will be solved. So our purpose will be solved here in this case. So that means x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. Both are integers. For x is equal to 1, if you get y value as an integer, then we have to stop. That will be our answer only. So that's why, therefore, cubed root of 7 plus 5 root 2 is equal to x plus root y. Now what is x? What is x? 1. Y is equal to 2. 1 plus root 2. So while practicing these problems, if you have any doubt, you can check or you can verify your answer also. So by means of options also you will get it. One of the options is 1 plus root 2. Just by cubing the options also you will get 7 plus 5 root 2, that will be the answer. So if you want to, you can check it. Okay? You might have understood the how to find out the cube roots. Now I will do directly, but moreover once again I repeat this question for you later. One more problem. The cube root of the cube root of 16 plus 8 root 5 is. But in the examination options will be given, don't worry. Okay. Suppose if you want to find out this cube root of 16 plus 8 root 5, directly you write down cube root of 16 plus 8 root 5 is equal to x plus root y, and also cubing on both sides. 16 plus 8 root 5 is equal to x cube plus 3xy plus dash dash write down, because for major important we have to emphasis on only rational part. So that means first let us proceed like this. Let cube root of 16 plus 8 root 5 equals to x plus root y. Okay? Cubing on both sides. Cubing on both sides. Okay. This becomes 16 plus 8 root 5 is equal to x cube plus 3xy plus this part you leave it, no problem. This is not required. Now this is equated to 16. Okay. Now x cube plus 3xy equal to 16. Now we have to find out the values of x and y so that we get the cube root of 16 plus 8 root 5. So first put x is equal to 1. So 1 cube 1 plus 3 into 1 3, 3y is equal to 16. 3y is equal to 15. Am I correct? What is the value of y? 15 by 3. 3 1 ja, 3 5 ja, 5. So for x is equal to 1, we get y value as an integer. So stop. So our purpose will be solved. What is the answer? Do you expect? Okay, answer is 1 plus root 5. So therefore, cubed root of 16 plus 8 root 5 is equal to 1 plus root 5. That's all. Okay, have you understood? Once again, I will repeat the question, same question you see. Check the 7 plus 5 root 2 cubed root. Okay, now let us move to the 16 plus 8 root 5. So just we have to, after getting some idea about generalization about the problem, so we have to do the problems like this. So let us go for one more question. The cube root of 38 plus 17 root 5 is, okay, let us do this problem. So now this one also, now I am doing directly. After that I will compare these three questions simultaneously for your better understanding. This cube root of 38 plus 17 root 5 is equal to x plus root y. Am I correct? So cubing on both sides, I am writing directly. 38 plus 17 root 5 is equal to x cube plus 3xy plus root y. So let us concentrate on rational terms. Here this is rational, this is rational. That means x cube plus 3xy is being equated to 38 because they are rational. First trial and error, put x is equal to 1. Let us see what do we get. Just think. Yes, here we get 1 plus 3y is equal to 38. 3y is equal to 37. 37 3. 37 is not the actually multiple of 3. Am I correct? So it cannot be divisible, I think so. Let us try. 37 by 3 is not an integer, does not belongs to integer. So now x is equal to 1 is wrong. Then what shall we do? We have to go for other trial and error. That's only, no choice. So now this time, after 1, put x is equal to 2. Let us try. Put x is equal to 2. But carefully here x cube is there. So 2 cube. What is 2 cube? 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2. 8. Okay. 8 plus 3 into 2. 6y is equal to 38. 6y is equal to 38 minus 8, 30. 30 is the one of the multiples of 6. Y equals to 30 by 6. 6 1 ja 5 ja 5. Can I stop? Yes, we have to stop here because y is an integer. Yes, absolutely correct. So what is the answer? Here answer is cube root of 38 plus 17 root 5 is equal to 2 plus root 5. So, so far we have discussed Problems on surds. Regarding to the problems on surds, we have discussed some basic concepts of surds and how to find out square roots of the surds which are in the form of a plus root b, and how to find out the cube roots of the surds same which are in the form of a plus root b, or that we have discussed. So in the next session we are going to discuss how to find out square roots, cube roots, fourth roots, sixth roots of the surds, binomial surds which are in the form of a plus or minus root b. So thank you one and all.